represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Dragons of San Antonio. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys coming in feeling pretty good and ready to prove they're the superior team in the conference. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys earned the right to host this game, and now just one win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on first down. Downing. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Hill. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
His first throw of his playoff matchup was intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off-play action. Peyton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Peyton. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Peyton. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dragons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
An extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Off of play action. Hill. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hill now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They bring their punter out there now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, three things can happen.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Here's Hill now after the interception. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try the left side. Dowling breaks a tackle, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the option left, here's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now it's 2nd and 10. Hill looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's Hill. He'll try and do this himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Looking middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Peyton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Hill. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dowling. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Hill. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different, because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory, looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
First down.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Peyton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This is good for a first down. His second grab in his NFC Championship bout.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Peyton. Going right side here, and that's complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Their 49-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Peyton. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Third catch for him on his drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2 yards to go, second down. Back to throw. Peyton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Off the play fake. Peyton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Chicago offense set to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty. Rightfully And they'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. It's still a completed pass.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw is Hill. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Hill. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard
2nd and 2. Now he's going to step up and run. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
48-yard line.
2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Peyton. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the rate going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That is incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Throwing to start the drive, Peyton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peyton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
7-yard gain. That's good for a San Antonio 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Antonio 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Peyton. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the ball. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Peyton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Must get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
On first down, Dowling bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack. Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Up the middle they go. Dowling. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now he'll tuck this and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Back out comes San Antonio. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Peyton, and he fires one incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Peyton. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. Peyton. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off play action. Peyton. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2.
They need 2. Here's third down. Off the play fake. Peyton. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll work from the 36 on second and 6.
Second and 6.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. He's going to keep this again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Dobbins once more. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll try to pick it up, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dragons have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Hill going to keep it running left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now it's Hill. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run on first down. Dowling. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Hill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Hill. He finds his man complete. That's Joseph. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off of play action. Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown, Chicago. From a yard out. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nice little juke. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Peyton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Dobbins running out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
41-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dragons have taken the lead here this NFC Championship game. offense has been and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the Knicks, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 57 seconds to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now it's Hill. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now a handoff up the middle. Down him. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
Hill now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
The extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27th. The Chicago offense set to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Hill. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Hill. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To the air again. Hill. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.